Good afternoon, family and friends. Welcome to the Woke Nation. How are you doing? Hope you're doing great. You have to, because it's your life. It is your life to live. It is your life to explore and enjoy. It is your life because you are real. You exist. You are not imaginary. You are not invisible. You are part of the visible world. There is no invisible world. None. Every invisible world is made up in the minds of men. Likewise, invisible things and the invisible beings. What they don't know is God. And what they know is science. God Almighty does not exist. There is no almighty being. There is no almighty force anywhere. Whatever force you think about it, you think is almighty, there's another force that can bring it down. Understand that. But there's no competition in nature. There's no competition in the real world. It is in the wicked world, in the evil world, in the religious world, in a spiritual world that you see competition, because they are against nature. They are opposite of nature. They are anti-nature. In other words, they are against the truth. The truth is this: we all are equal. We all are human beings. We all can do anything we want to do. And together we can do the impossible. Divided we cannot. So I titled this, you can open that door. You can break down that door. You can destroy that door. What door am I talking about? The door to knowledge. The door that leads to knowledge. There are two most important doors you're supposed to know about in life. First one is the door to life. The door to life, if you are alive, you have gone through that door, you have passed through that door. It is called the female body. It is called vagina. That door is narrow. And you came through that door. That's the door that leads to life. No one can shut that door against you anymore. You have come through that door. It's open forever. So when they tell you Jesus is the door that leads to life, it's a lie, because Jesus never existed. Vagina is the door that leads to life. Or woman's body, female body, is the door that leads to life. None of us exist today without female body. We came through that body. We came through that vagina. Some of us naturally came through vagina. Then some of us surgically came through the body. They open up the body to bring out the baby. But it's still female body. No one, even those that believe in God and Jesus Christ, learn from it. Your God cannot make anything from anywhere else. He has to take, he has to borrow, he has to, not borrow self, he has to rape a female body to have a son. That's what your book says, not me that said that. Your God is almighty, he can make all things, but he cannot bring to his son in this world without a woman. And yet they tell you that people that will make their heaven are people who did not defy themselves with women. Bullshit. So you can break that door. Remember, recently I've been sharing with us about the spiritual cage that have 4 rooms. And those 4 rooms are interconnected with doors. And people keep going from them. The first room, the first original room in that cage is African spirituality. Then from African spirituality, people begin to go to Judaism, from their Judaism, from their Christianity, from their Islam. And that spiritual cage kept many Africans low, even lower as we speak. The reason why Africans are poor and wretched, the reason why Africans are lesser than every other race is because they keep the religions that were forced on them, called African spirituality, Judaism, Christianity, and Islam. Yes, you heard me. African spirituality, Christianity, Judaism, Islam, they are all anti-nature. Although they claim, some of them, like African spirituality, claim to base on nature. No way. It's partially. And half-truth is not, is a lie, it's not truth. You have to tell the whole truth. Every religion, every spirituality that makes somebody, oh, man is greater than woman, is evil. It's not our way. It's not the way you should go. So in that spiritual cage of 4 rooms, there is only 1 room on top. And all they tell them, don't touch that door, don't open that door. You have to keep praying. You have to keep praying for one day God will come and open that door for you. So your freedom is in the hand of God. You have not seen or can see. And the only way you can be free is through knowledge. Knowledge of factual truth. It is the truth you know that will set you free. But if you remain in that cage, you will never know the truth, because that cage is dungeon of lies and deception. Whether you call it African spirituality, Christianity, Islam, or Judaism, they are dungeons of lies. They cannot tell you the whole truth. They only tell you what somebody made up. Oh yes, my ancestor made up this. It's a spiritual thing. They don't talk about their ancestral knowledge. They are talking about their ancestral spirituality. This is what my ancestors believe. Is belief. It's not knowledge. Belief is not knowledge. Belief cannot give you knowledge. Belief cannot make you intelligent. Belief can only make you stupid, delusional, hallucinating. That's all belief can make you, because you don't know what you believe. You believe because you don't know. You believe because somebody said that. And that's one of the reasons why I want to share this. I made a post. Oh no, somebody made a post. Though I've been hearing, especially the Catholics, African Catholics, they always comment that bullshit, that nonsense, telling you what you don't know is bigger than you or greater than you. It's a lie. What you don't know, nothing in this world is greater than you. Nothing in this world is bigger than you. Stop believing all their lies. Anyone that tell you what you don't know is bigger than you or greater than you, that person is an impostor. That person is a liar. That person is a thief. That person wants you to remain ignorant. That person wants you to remain coward. They don't want you to know. They want you to only believe. So they say what you don't know is greater than you. And that's why you believe God is greater than you. You believe Jesus is greater. You don't know God. You don't know Jesus. You believe they are greater than you. You don't know angels. You believe they are greater than you. Say, how dare you? And you see some of them, they have that innocent fear for you. They think their God will come and kill you for saying that thing about their God. Because they don't know their God doesn't exist. But they have been made to believe. They have been programmed to believe that their book is holy book from holy God, and that God have wrath, that God have cause, that God have punishment, and the capital punishment or the final punishment of that God is hellfire. He's gonna throw you into hellfire. Come on, stop. You hear that from your siblings, you hear that from your parents, hear that from your friends. They are wrongly right. they are right but wrongly. Or they are rightly wrong. They fear what they are saying. They fear that God will deal with you, will do anything. So that they're expecting you to maybe suddenly fall sick or bad thing happen to you to prove that their fear is real. No, fear is not real. Fear is not real. You can kill that fear. Just as faith is not real, you can trash that faith. It's made up. Yeah, you fear something that is not real. Of course, you believe something that is not real. But if it's real, you know it. You know it. You don't fear. You don't believe it. What is real? You don't fear what is real. You don't believe what is real. You do what? You know what is real and use them properly. It's when you use them not according to how they're supposed to be used, they may hurt you. But always remember, no condition is permanent. You make a mistake, you get up and continue living. You are greater than your mistakes. You are greater than your faults. You are greater than whatever they tell you is your sin. Don't believe them anymore. Okay? You can change anything you want to change. You dare to change. You can know everything you want to know. You can know everything you dare to know. That's why you need to do your own research. Stop believing blindly. They tell you you are blessed if you believe without sin. No, you are confused if you are deluded. If you believe without sin, you believe without sin, it means you are delusional. It means you are religious. It means you are going spiritual. No, you don't know who you are. You don't know what you are saying. You just believe. Yeah, this thing is like this. This is what they said because also person said that. Because also books say that. There is no book written by any invisible being or inspired by any invisible being. Every book was written by somebody like you, and you can write a better one. You can write better. You can see their fault and correct it. But they make you fear. No, don't worry. Don't question is the word of God. You know, just take it like that. Believe, only believe, only believe. No, don't only believe. If you believed, okay, good, that's first step. Then you need to know. After believing, then you have to graduate to knowing. You did not start your life with a university or high school. You started with in kindergarten or within kindergarten as kindergarten. You started in that nursery school. Then you keep growing up, growing up. Now you can say, I'm a graduate. You are a graduate of college or university or higher institution, but you didn't start that way. That's so believing is like nursery school. Believing is like kindergarten, not even elementary. It's not elementary. Kindergarten. When you are 5 years old, that's where you were. That's where you were 5 years old. But now you are grown. You can think for yourself. You can make your own decision. They tell you no. What you don't know is bigger than you. And you know what they're saying that you don't know? God, Jesus, about heaven. They say you don't know. Who say you don't know? Is the person that don't want you to know say you don't know. And you don't need to know. Just keep believing. No. Stop falling for all that religious prank. All that religious lies. All that religious deception. To keep you in bondage. To keep you in ignorance, to keep you in fear. No. Deliver yourself from the bondage of fear. Deliver yourself from the bondage of ignorance. You can deliver yourself how? By daring to know. Doing everything possible for you to know. You need to know. Not just believing. Not just believe. No, you need to know. It is people that know that do exploits. Believers never do exploits. You see the coronavirus. Have you seen any man of God that believe in God, that believes God is almighty, performing any miracle or doing anything, bringing the cure for coronavirus? No. Everybody is waiting for the scientists to bring out the cure. We need vaccine. We need this. Why are you needing it when you said there is God that created this world and that God is controlling this world? That God has power. Everything that happened in this world happened under his permission. So where is that God? Where is that God handling this coronavirus? Where is that God bringing cure for this coronavirus? Where is that your God? No, but you keep believing. He said no matter what there is God, and you come and fighting for that God. You need to know. You fight for God because you don't know God. You speak for God because you don't know God. And you can never know God because God does not exist. Wake up and stop being fooled. Stop being stupid by faith in an imaginary being. You are ignorant of that imaginary being, and you are afraid of that imaginary being. How long will you remain ignorant? How long will you remain coward? It's time you wake up, grow up. Stop believing the lies your parents, your ignorant parents, your religious parents put you in. You have to break that door. No God is coming to open that door for you. Did you wait for any God for you to graduate from whatever level of education you graduated from? No. You went to school. You did your own studies and sat for the exam and pass it. No God did that for you. No God is coming to open any door for you. All that lie they put in the Bible telling you, oh, I set a door before you. No one can close. Okay, you see the one he said now. Government already closed them. We now have lockdown. All the door they said their God opened for you before has been locked down. He said no one can shut the door God opened or Jesus opened. For where? There is no God opening any door. There's no Jesus opening any door. It is people that opens the door. You are the one that will bust open that door. No Jesus is coming to open any door. No God is coming to open any door. Oh, they tell you again, I think Revelation chapter 3 verse 20. Behold, I stand before the door, knock. If anyone here and open, I will come and dine with him and he with me. That's bullshit. You are the one standing before the door. Don't stop knocking on the door. Break that door open. You keep knocking, it's not answering because it does not exist. The God you're waiting for is Baal. The Jesus you're waiting for is Baal. They are idols made of men's hands. Yes, you are God. That God you worship, Elohim. That God you worship, that God you worship, Yahweh. That God you worship, Allah. That God you worship, Jehovah. That God you worship, Jesus, is man-made. They cannot answer you. You have been knocking on that door. It's not opening because God cannot give you knowledge. God cannot give you wisdom. God cannot give you understanding. You are the one that will go after them. You have to go after them yourself. Bust open that door. They tell you you can't know it all. Bust open that door. They tell you can't know tomorrow. Bust open that door. They tell you can't know the solution. Bust open that door. They tell you can't go beyond that limit. Bust open that door. It is time you use your own force. He said that, they say that, he said the kingdom suffereth violence, the violent take it by force. You cannot take it by prayers. You cannot take it by faith. You take it by force. Force of knowledge. Bro, don't be afraid anymore. Don't pretend to be ignorant anymore. You can know whatever you want to know. And you can do whatever you want to do. So long you know what you are doing. You need to know force. Force. You need to know. The key is you keep educating yourself. K-E-Y. Keep educating yourself. That's the way you can know. And once you know, you know. You cannot unknow what you know. No one can take it from you. Oh, I've been saying this. I said, no matter how they try to take it from you, once you have that idea, it's in you. What is in your mind is permanent because your mind is omnipotent. No one can destroy your mind. They can only make you to forget what is in your mind or to not acknowledge it. They want you to ignore it. They say, no, don't worry about that. Just bet it down. No, because they know when you decide to do something, when you imagine to do something, nobody will stop you. No force can stop you. You are the higher force. You are higher than the Most High. Yes, the Most High God is under you. You are higher than the Most High God. Yes, that Most High God you've been worshiping, you are higher than that God. That God cannot do anything without you. Can't you think? Have you seen any God that acted or did anything in this life without people? It is people that are making things happen. It's not any God. It is not any spiritual being. It is people. When you go to native doctor, to spiritual somebody you are going to, you are meeting somebody like you, your fellow human being. It has nothing to do with that spiritual being they tell you exists somewhere. Yes, there is God. That God. No, it's just believing. They're just telling you what they believe. They believe there is God, and so what? That doesn't prove there is God. All they have to give you for the proof of their God is say, look at things. Bullshit. They say, read the book. Bullshit. They said there was bullshit. In Revelation, bullshit. If your God exists, he will appear, he will come in person. Not even appearing, come in person. He will, don't tell me God is using somebody. Any God that is using somebody is useless. It is people that are using God. Not God using people anywhere. It is people that are using God. Look at all those their men of God. Look at all those their dibias. Where are they now? People are suffering. Did any of their God prevent the lockdown? No. The lockdown is already done. It's a history now. And part of it is a history already. It exposed that there is no God that can control anything. It is people that decide what happens. And the government shut down something. It is people that can say enough is enough. You see people rallying everywhere now. It is not their God. And some of them say, I'm a Christian. Where is your God? Why are you the one carrying the placard, rallying? Where is the... Stay in your... Jesus said when you pray, go lock the door, behind the door, pray. And your God will make it real in the physical world. Where is it? You are the one that will bust open that door to know. You can know what about your African ancestors, about your own village, you can know. Every time since I'm at work, and anytime I go to Africa, I go to visit Dibias, go to visit elders. I want to know, asking them questions. Some of them get upset because what I'm asking them, nobody has ever asked them that. They say, no, if you do this, you will die. I said, that's nonsense. Why should something that our ancestors established, killing us? Why is supposed to be blessing us? They say, oh, because he don't do it this way. Then he's supposed to help us to do it the right way, not killing people. The same thing I'm saying about the God of any religion. The God that punishes people is useless. The God that kills people is useless. It is time you rise up and kill those gods, because it is people like you that establish that God. You have to know. When you know, you live better. If you don't know, you remain a slave. Slaves don't know. That's why slaves pray. Prayer is for slaves. Free men, free people don't pray. Pray for what? You get up, go and do what you're supposed to do. Can you pray and money come into your account? No, you have to go and work. And you can only do what you know how to do. Nobody will hire you because you have faith. Nobody will let you to go and work for them because you say you believe you can do all things through Christ that strengthens you. They will not regard you. That's why you see government shut down all the religious centers, because there's no real thing in there. It's home of fiction. It's home of myth. It's home of allegories. It's home of lies and deception. Yet government has been using them too. And after this coronavirus, government will keep using them. Because that's where the multitude of people go to delude themselves, believing that what they believe is real, while it's not real. You have to break that door. There are many things about your family you don't know. There are many things about your village you don't know. There are many things about your town you don't know. Start with yourself. Do you know yourself? When you know yourself, then begin to know about your ancestors. Some of us don't even know about our grandparents. They say they died, but we need to know. We need to know what happened. They tell you in certain room you cannot enter it. Why? Why can't we enter it? If somebody like us made that thing, why can't we all gain access to it? That's why we don't need cult. We don't need Illuminati. We don't need religion. We don't need all those sects they made up. Oh, this is for men, this is for women. A woman cannot this, a man cannot do. No! It is against nature. It is time we wake up to know more about ourselves. When we know better, we live better. And when we live better, we will keep doing better. Because life is supposed to be better. Not just settling for what they say is good while you know you are suffering. It is time you tell yourself the honest truth and go after knowledge. They ask you to keep asking. You're asking. They will not give you anything. You have been asking. Has their God give you anything? They say seek only in their box. No, get out of their box. If you want to see the real thing, if you want to find, you have to get out of that box. No one can ask in that box, in that spiritual cage and receive. No one can seek in that spiritual cage and find anything. You keep knocking on the door. You keep going through the door. But the main door that will lead you above all that lies and deception, they say don't touch it. You can touch it. All that touch not my anointed, I do my prophet no harm, they are bullshit. It's time for you to break open that door. The lock there is under your power. You have the power to break both the door, the cage, and the lock. Everything. Break them open and set yourself free so you can set other people free. Peace.